Now, a couple of teams who've underwhelmed thus far squaring off as we're underway in week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Akers. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's the game of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They aren't afraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning in from the 16. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he drives this forward to the 6. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered team in that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw Mahomes. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for him at the 38. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him from picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 34, taking a big shot for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Right? You got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, the kid get the job done.
Has the distance, but headed well left, no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. It just did not work out this time around.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, they'll run. And he has enough room to gain about 4. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They start with 2nd and 6. Kirk comes in motion right. From the gun, here's Akers. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 10 now. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Back now, pressure on its way. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Here's Akers up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So not only going for it here on 4th, Brock, look at this. They're lining up in the monster formation. Love it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Aubrey puts it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Got a man, it's London. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 27. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10 now from the 30. Another throw for Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again, Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. He's got it. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Rock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at 10. Herbert from the gun. He lets a heater go deep. Middle of the... Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kaiir Elam makes the play. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Mahomes on first and 10. Pacheco hauls it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Throwing from the gun. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. A massive shot toward... He's got it deep downfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 14. And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. It's Pacheco again. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They've got a man in motion. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Brought in right side. And out of a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's complete to London. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Herbert with a blitz coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Kirk comes in motion right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
That's complete. Here's Kirk. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To throw, Herbert. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Chargers 10.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now Herbert to throw. The back grabs it.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. He keeps it himself. And he's stopped cold by that defensive front. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
That's what I call a good old-fashioned willpower play. Who's got more will and who's got more power to move the man in front of them? Defense won that one.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So now, here's 3rd and goal. The give inside to Akers. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play brings up 4th and goal.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
From his end zone, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by London. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 21. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Another throw for Mahomes. Got a man. It's London. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He sends this one to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs make it a 24-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Complete over the middle. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has it down close. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fight.
The Chargers offense was coming off, but no. Coaches say, stay out there. We're going for 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for 2 does not work. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Kickoff taken at the 13. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. this has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.